Hi, my name's Simon from writtenlegalenglish.com, and I would like to invite you to join me on my online Legal English writing course. But before you do, you might have a few questions. For example, who am I to be teaching you to improve your legal English writing skills? So let me tell you. My journey started in law in 2001 when I graduated with a law and sociology degree from Cardiff University. And in 2006, I got my CELTA, which qualifies me to teach English as a foreign language. After that, I worked in Krakow, then Warsaw in Poland, where I taught executives and in-company legal departments at public companies and in private organisations. Here's a small selection of the companies that I've worked at. I also worked for a number of years at the British Council, where I taught Cambridge English exams and Legal English, the ILEC exam, as well as creating bespoke legal English courses. I also created many other bespoke courses covering areas such as current affairs for people who wanted to develop their high-level English language skills. I've worked at many law firms ranging from the international one-stop shops all the way down to the boutique law firms, and from managing partners all the way down to trainee lawyers. So I understand the needs of law firms at every level and of people who write legal English at every level. I've taught at bar associations in Poznań and in Łódź, and I speak about plain English in conferences, speaking this year at Krakow, and I will shortly be speaking in Berlin as well. As well as teaching ILEC, I also teach TOLS, and I am an accredited TOLS Legal English Centre. However, the fun began in 2012, where I began to work in-house in one of Poland's largest independent law firms, SKNS, as a head proofreader and language teacher. Now, as you can see on the board behind me, from 2012 to 2014, I was learning and understanding. What? Well, it took me 2 years to understand what the problem was with legal English writing, what the issues were, how to improve it, what I can do in order to change documents so people could understand, and plain English and all of the authorities and the materials available on the internet helped me to understand that. And if it wasn't for people such as Brian Garner, Professor Widdick and Professor Kimball, then I wouldn't have been able to understand and apply those plain English rules. So it took me 2 years to understand, to learn and to apply. So this process for you is not just a quick process. It's not just read 7 tips and improve your written legal English. This is a process which takes time. You have to understand it, learn it, and the most difficult thing, apply and practice those rules. In 2014, after 2 years, I started to teach legal writing in-house. And in 2015, I created writtenlegalenglish.com, my online courses and supporting social media channels on YouTube and Facebook. In fact, on YouTube, to date, over 267,000 hours of my videos have been watched, and I've got nearly 3,000 subscribers. On Facebook, 2,000 followers and likes. On YouTube and Facebook, I put on my free resources, my own materials, and I point people towards other excellent plain English materials so they can see the wider world of plain English and begin to persuade and be persuaded themselves that plain English is the way to go, and it's the way that legal English is moving. I've taught and applied the principles of plain English in the proofreading that I do and the proofreading that I've done for international one-stop shop law firms all the way down to boutique law firms, for senior partners, for young partners, for all the documents that come to me, I apply these principles. And it's not just lawyers, but it's also lay people that I've helped, and lawyers and lay people from around the world. Most interestingly, I've not just helped non-natives, but I've helped native speakers as well improve their documents and improve their writing. Now, the documents that I've proofread and edited in line with plain English principles, range from government documents, Council of Europe documents, EU documents, arbitral submissions, court documents, and many other legal documents as well, across areas such as legal, tax, business development, advertising, academic, technical, the list goes on. Plain English can be applied to all of those. However, if there was one document that plain English and, in general, written English skills must be applied to, is emails. It might surprise you, because you might think memos or the submissions might be the most important documents, but by the time these documents are sent out of a law firm, they've passed in front of several sets of eyes. So by the time they get to me, I still have to edit the document, but there are less edits to make. However, emails are direct communications between the lawyer and a client. And unless that lawyer has the skills to objectively assess their own work, to make corrections, and to make sure the message they're communicating is a good message, then there's a chance that document will be sent out with errors, or that document could be misinterpreted. Now, I've read many documents from non-natives and natives which can easily be misinterpreted, which are full of errors. So I know that this skill set is a difficult skill set to adopt, which is why I'd like you to join me on my online written legal English course at writtenlegalenglish.com. Now, depending on where you're watching this video, there will be a link either above or below this video which takes you straight to my website. And if you would like to join me on my online course, then please take advantage of the discount code which is above or below this video. I hope to see you online soon.